It's Tuesday, 7 January. This is the big story where we will discuss the hottest topic of the day and explain why it matters. I'm Haryanto Diman coming to you live from the Straits Times newsroom. The number of internet impersonation scams has spiked over the past 3 years. Three types of scams show this upward trend: impersonations involving social media, tech support, and China officials. The number of social media impersonation scams spiked from 71 in 2017 to 672 cases last year. Tech support scam cases quadrupled by 53 in 2017 to 224 cases. And China officials' impersonation scam cases have roughly doubled from 188 cases in 2017 to 401 cases. Most of the victims, 6 in 10, were aged in their 20s to 40s. This trend of young people being scammed by impersonators bears out in findings for other scams, which Home Affairs Minister K. Shanmugam revealed in a written parliamentary reply on Monday. To discuss more on this, we have journalist Clara Chong. Welcome, Clara.
Yes, hi.
Now, Clara, past scams are usually through phones or in persons, right? What is the modus operandi for these internet impersonation scams?
So usually the scammers would just impersonate and take over like spoof like Facebook or Instagram accounts, and then they'll contact you pretending to be like a friend that you know, and then they will try and get you to like send money or even provide like confidential details.
Right. And that is for all three scams?
That is mainly for social media scams, which we have seen like a rise in the number of young people who have fallen prey to these scams.
Yeah, and what is that so?
Yeah, and it's mainly because young people they spend more time online. And then after that, they're also more willing to like give their information, like bank account details, or make purchases online as well.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, it's easy for them to become targets to these kind of scammers.
Yeah.
And they don't always. And they're not as skeptical. Right. So in that sense, it makes them easier.
Right. And what about the other two scams? The one with the tech support scam as well as the China official scam?
So the tech support scam, usually the scammers will impersonate to be, let's say, from telcos like Singtel. Yeah. And then they will come and maybe call you and say like, oh, there's like this internet network problem. Right. And then maybe can they come over to like try and fix it and things like that. So sometimes they like to make the problem more generic so that you think that you are encountering it even though you may not.
Yeah.
So something like the internet is lagging, which people encounter on a very frequent basis.
Yeah.
And then if you don't do proper checks, you would just think that, oh yeah, maybe it's true.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, Clara, is it surprising to see this upward trend among the young generation? You know, the belief is that, you know, young generation is usually more tech savvy.
Yeah, so actually tech savviness doesn't mean that you are discerning to what you see on the internet. So sometimes people might just, even though you're tech savvy and you know how to use all the gadgets and things online, but it doesn't mean that you actually know what is real or fake on the internet. So I guess one way is for young people, or actually everyone, the public in general, to actually make checks. Like if let's say they get a message on Facebook saying like, oh, I need some help from a friend saying that they need some help they need some like financial assistance or whatever, to actually just call or text that person to make sure to verify that it's actually the correct person saying.
The authenticity of it, right?
That's
just
right.
To authenticate the person. And you know, having said that, how then people should safeguard against these scams?
I think apart from making checks, there's also like a lot of online, the police have also had this scamalert.sg whereby they actually educate the public on like the different types of scams, and it also shows the latest figures about that has been updated from 2019.
I think at the end of the day, what is most important is you be discerning, right?
Yes.
And if you feel that there is something off, or if you feel uneasy, or just something fishy, just check with the authorities just to authenticate the whole text message.
Yeah,
well, thank you so much, Clara, for coming on to the show to explain more on this. Now, to read more, you can check it out on our website, straitstimes.com.